And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Overrun. Want to say thanks to all the patrons out there, YouTube channel members, all you guys and gals for helping keep the show afloat.
Yes, thank you very
during
much.
these times of trouble. On the river Stygian. It's always rough waters in the river Stygian, Larson. Do you have your little floaties on for the river Stygian? I'm going to push you over like a dog.
I'm buoyant enough. I'm a strong swimmer.
I'm going to put you in a sack and dump you in. I was just reading, there was a thing on Twitter about some poor guy, I don't know where he's from, somewhere in a different continent, who he was like fancied himself sort of a modern day Houdini. And then he tried to do this thing where he escaped from like shackles and stuff in a river and he died.
That's not a good idea.
Found his body. Found body. Escape. Yeah, here he is. Chanchal Lahiri, 40, better known by his stage name as the Wizard Mandrake, was undertaking an escape near the, where is this? The Howrah Bridge in Kolkata.
It's India.
India. Okay.
Calcutta?
Is that how it's spelled? No, it's how it's spelled. Calcutta?
Oh, no. That's not it.
That's
I thought you was trying to say Calcutta.
Where is this? I don't know.
Here, I scroll back up to the top. Sometimes they have like in the first line of the actual article where it's at least published from.
Indian. Yeah, you're right. India.
Yeah.
The Hooghly River. Oh, my goodness. He's 40 years old. He's my age. Tied up with steel chains and rope and lowered into the water. He was expected to free himself and swim to the surface that he had done many times before. Yet worried spectators, which included team members and his family, launched a frantic search along the banks of the river after he failed to emerge 30 minutes later.
Yeah, that's too long.
Wouldn't it be like 5 minutes? And you're like, oh, my God, get down there quick.
No one can hold their breath for 30 minutes.
No.
At least I'm aware of.
I don't know. They can't do that.
Unless he's hidden the breathing apparatus somewhere in the river.
Maybe like, it's like, oh, shit.
Maybe it floated downstream.
Yeah, now I'm screwed.
Never swept away downstream.
Yeah. Anyways. So, apparently Mr. Dope's Twitter account got taken away. What's going on? He's going to try to appeal. Was he yelling at people or something? What's going on with that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Anyways, Nemo says, am I feeling better? Not really. Yeah, I feel better than I did the second half yesterday. Second half yesterday, I had this nasty headache. I think it was like a dehydration headache.
Yeah.
And it really sucked.
So what's the I'm trying
sucked big time.
When I'm ever around someone with stomach issues, I want to know a timeline to want to know how in danger I am of contracting whatever you had.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Unless you're like super weak. I don't think you are. I mean, nobody that I have actually been in contact with has demonstrated any symptoms.
Yeah.
So they're all fine. You'll be fine.
On Sunday, yeah, they should have expressed themselves by now.
Yeah.
Usually it's 24 hours. Stomach bug, usually 4 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
We just ate something bad at the Father's Day thing.
No, because I had it before I ate anything at the Father's Day thing.
Okay.
I had it, yeah.
What'd you have for breakfast Sunday?
I don't know. I never have anything different. I had eggs. I have eggs.
Did you have them runny at all?
No. No.
I don't know,
man.
Joe Horace got it right. Steve needs to eat more lentil pasta.
Apparently.
All that fiber helps your stomach health, man.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like I eat enough lentil pasta via osmosis, being so close to you all the time.
You actually have to ingest it.
I don't know. There are theories out there. We forgot to mention that Bray Wyatt is now confirmed flat earther.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
He's a dinosaur denialist, too.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, man. Mason says, I heard a story not long ago about some guy trying to get his phone out from the back of a fully reclining cinema chair who ended up dying after getting stuck.
Oh, dear.
I saw a guy, there was like a GIF. Who tweeted this out? Somebody tweeted it out. There's like, it said, never go down escalator stairs if they're not functional. Because apparently if there's too much weight on it, too much people are doing it, it'll start like the mechanism will sort of loosen up and collapse and it'll start going. And a guy literally got swallowed up by the escalator.
Oh,
he was alive but trapped and sent to the hospital. Where he probably died of being smashed by stairs.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
I guess that's why they generally have those things kind of roped off when they're not operational.
Yeah, but I've gone down those before. I didn't know it could swallow me up. Holy crap. I'm not going to do that again.
Oofta.
Anyways,
let's get to non-news.
Let's do non-news.
Is Wang here?
Where's Wang?
Is Wang here?
I'm just going to do it. Sorry, Wang, for not here.
Yeah, you got to do it. It's time for non-news. You got to do it.
Maybe we'll watch it in demand.
Could be.
That's a good intro.
Radio.
Non-news.
So, success. Oh, apparently, before we get into this, related to this, Killer Cross, his appearance on Petey Williams' podcast, apparently did raise the ire of the uppers at Impact, because he's an employee bringing on a wrestler that currently works for the company, complaining about his lot
Impact
with the
Wrestling,
company.
yes.
And of course, Killer Cross went on the Wrestling Perspective podcast to complain both about his situation at Impact and his lover, Scarlett Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Hot couple.
Seemingly that situation has been taken care of, because Impact had a tweet out today saying, quote, Impact Wrestling confirms that it has released Scarlett Bordeaux from her commitments to Impact. We wish her every success in her future endeavors. And she just tweeted, oh dear, I had the notification. Oh, now it's gone. She was happy to be a free agent, and she's accepting bookings.
That's cool. Good for her. I mean, that didn't help. What about her dude? What about the guy who took the bullet for her?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's cool. She retweeted Jose Mendez,
Oh, hey, look at that. That's the background.
who has a picture of him and her in front of the Going In Raw logo.
That's cool.
Wonder if anybody said anything about that. No, nobody said anything
Yeah,
about
probably
that.
not.
That's cool, though. Good for her and him. Okay, let's see what she has to say. And then, did you see the gif of her getting manhandled? What is with people?
Like, what is with people who go to wrestling? Not everybody, obviously, but it's like lately you hear a lot more reports of people getting out of hand at wrestling shows. You see that gif of that dude, the PCW Ultra?
Oh, yeah.
That Jacob Fatu, like,
Oh, my
annihilated?
God. Yeah, that was awesome.
That's pretty
That was
good.
Great. So she says, I couldn't be more excited just to be a free agent for a while. With that being said, promoters, I'm looking to fill July 6th and July 19th. So, yeah, somebody tweeted this about the grabbing incident. So it was at a AAA show. She did the
Yeah, it was
suicide
one,
dive.
It was one this weekend, wasn't it? Or was it a prior one?
I don't know. It was sometime recent. And she gets up, and this dude like grabs her arms and like starts like groping at her. He didn't grope. Like, look, any groping is bad groping.
It is.
But like, it could have been a lot worse. You know what I mean? Like, this could have been really bad. It could have been on the chest or whatever. And then I saw somebody's tweet response to this. I don't know who it was, just some rando. And he says, I feel you, but this is AAA we're talking about. You can't really expect the fans to behave the normal rules of the wrestling society. And while I don't agree with that necessarily, AAA does seem to operate on a whole different level from top to bottom.
That being said, there's no excuse for it.
No, there isn't. But it is AAA.
Well, no, as a AAA audience member, it's not
Right.
like it was Lady Shani over there when the other wrestlers and like helped Scarlett kind of get out of that situation.
Yeah. So, and even Scarlett says she didn't understand. And you could tell, like, with her, she, like, does that suicide dive and is so completely in the moment. And she sort of, like, starts to lean back as the guy does this to her.
And she's screaming, but I don't know if she's screaming at somebody else.
I think she was screaming in the moment in character,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I just did this.
Yeah.
And then, Lady
Shani.
Shani comes over and sort of, like, I think he's sort of letting go, and she, like, makes sure that he completely...
Yeah, she, like, puts one of her arms behind
She
Scarlett.
knows what's going on and doesn't want it to get any worse, and,
Yes.
and gets her out of there a little bit. But
Yeah.
I mean, Scarlett, she was. I'm glad that it wasn't like the moment itself didn't seem to be too traumatic for her, because she was so like in her own moment. Yeah, I mean, didn't one of the clowns grab a kid out of the audience and start like?
Yeah, Psycho Clown did.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's all weird. The entire thing is weird. So, yeah. Anyways, no, like there's zero excuse for it.
Zero excuse for it.
Just saying. AAA is weird.
It is weird. It is weird.
So yeah, but no, good for her. She got it. She's out of Impact.
It'd be interesting to see if Killer Cross is right behind her in terms of getting the release.
You know, I was thinking about the Impact thing,
I'd be
dude.
kind of surprised, especially after he went public. They don't want that to set a precedent. You are upset, you go out and voice your opinion, and then get what you want. So I'd be hard pressed to believe that he's going to get his release.
Oh man, Zenith just dropped his gallon of milk. That
Oh,
sucks.
no.
I've done that before.
How
So
full was it?
sounds like it was probably all of it.
Well, that's interesting. Patrick Olivas says Scarlett had been training with Seth Rollins at his school.
Oh wow. Guillaume says Steve Larson friendos, the cafe next door has taco bowls, one price, all the ingredients you want. I'm at work, not trying to stay awake because of said taco bowls. Best way to stay awake. Like literally the best way is speed. This is methamphetamine.
I mean, legal means.
Yeah.
I mean, the best way to stay awake is to get a good night's sleep the day before, probably.
Yeah.
Failing that, Zena says his milk was only a quarter full.
Oh, that's not that bad. Karen says, "Don't cry over it. Don't cry over
Coffee.
spilled milk."
Coffee. Have a double shot. Espresso.
Zach Stolpa has an interesting question. He says, "Hello, boys. Steve, what happened yesterday? I've been talking about it all freaking episode. I got sick. I have a stomach bug, or I've got food
You ate
poisoning,
something wrong.
or something wrong. Something's in there. But yeah, I'll probably go home after this.
After post show? That's a good idea.
Yeah, probably
Let's go and relax. Get some rest.
We'll just go hard tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what were we just talking about? We were just talking about something. I had another thing to say. So Impact. You know how when they really started building up a really good roster like a year and a half ago or whenever it was, and they let go of Alberto. They're making some changes. It seemed decent. They brought on Don Callis. That was a good move. And I was like, man, I think their future's kind of bright, because one of my main reasons was because I felt like Impact was basically treating themselves like a good independent promotion with TV.
Yeah.
Right? The
Now
problem
they're
is
like a small independent promotion who is paying the wrestlers apparently peanuts.
No, they're treating themselves so they want to be big boys, but they don't have the money to be big boys.
No, they don't.
And that's the main problem. It's stunning to me. Well, I guess it's not stunning because Impact, but still, it's different people running it.
Yes.
It's kind of interesting to me that they would. It's kind of like MLW also. How Court Bauer's out there, seemingly so like antsy to say, "Oh, we've got these people locked down. They're in a contract with us."
Yeah.
Well, you're not big enough to be locking down people in comparison to billionaires running AEW or billionaires running WWE or millionaires running New Japan. You don't have that kind of income. You don't have that kind of revenue. You're on the Pursuit channel who can't even do a Google search without it showing up on TV.
Yeah, no.
Like, you're not there. And so the idea that they can sign somebody to like a 5-year, that they would say, hey, 5-year contract, $500 per episode.
No minimum guaranteed number of appearances.
Like, it's kind of mind-boggling that wrestlers would be cool with these deals, especially Killer Cross after coming out of Lucha Underground.
Well, I think he signed with Impact. Was that kind of concurrent?
Oh, maybe it was.
I think it was concurrent.
Maybe it was.
Because by what we said on the wrestling perspective, and granted, I only read the transcripts. It was at the time, but that Impact was interested in him. Like, he didn't have a whole lot of name recognition.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess the idea, well, if I get on Impact, that's going to boost my stock because I'll be on TV in theory. Same with Lucha Underground. It'll get my name out there. So when these contracts are up or these companies go out of business, I have a better shot of making more money.
Yeah, but that's
probably the reasoning behind it.
Oh, absolutely. But that last little bit that you said there, when these contracts are up, and evidently his isn't up for to like forever.
I know. The signing a multi-year deal when you're getting paid just by appearances.
It's like 2 years is one thing. 3 years even is like, okay. But 5 years?
If you're only getting paid an appearance deal, just do year to year.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seemed to make the most sense. Anyways, Alex C. says, have you seen Sami Callihan apparently cost MLW $2,700 and got them banned from a building?
Yeah, and then they cut ties with him. They were going to do like a storyline with him, but apparently during a match with, I don't know who it is, Mance Warner, something like that. He did a bunch of property damage. So that sucks. Guillaume says, Steve, seeing as I work with airplane parts, speed would be frowned upon by my bosses and the government. I read an article yesterday about MH370, the one that went down in the Indian Ocean, I believe. Mm-hmm. That was pretty interesting how like the Malaysian government is apparently so corrupt that they were like withholding a bunch of the information about the pilot because essentially the pilot brought that thing down.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it was pretty horrifying.
Oh, dear.
Wang has a good point. He says, planes are fast, though, Guillaume, so you'd think speed would, go hand in hand with that job.
Mason says, Fightful just now uploaded a Mark Haskins shoot interview. It's probably interesting. He's been around. He's probably got some good stories.
He was in he was in Progress. He was on the UK scene before Ring of Honor. What the hell does he have to say about anything?
Xena says, I heard MJF might be in PWG. I think he was confirmed for the next show.
Yeah, he's confirmed. I think they're doing like, it's funny because I think Sean Ross Sapp mentioned this. He says, have you noticed all the indie companies are getting all the AEW dream matches out of the way before TV?
Yeah, I saw that too.
They're like Darby Allin versus Moxley and stuff like that. And yeah, there's a bunch of AEW guys on the next PWG show.
Mm-hmm. C. Pena says Costco is selling a giant pink donut covered in M&Ms that weighs 2 pounds. That's a huge donut.
Too much.
Alex C. is Haskins one who's a dead ringer for 2007 CM Punk.
That's the guy. Yep. NWO CM Punk. Eon says, are we talking about the Speed the Drug or Speed the Flash? He says, I'm a big guy, so I can't be like the Flash. The Flash, it wasn't due to his physique that he was the Flash. It was due to the Speed Force. So theoretically, you could be a Haas or a bigger dude and still be pretty fast. Yeah.
Sammy Garcia says, hey guys, I know it's not Movie Monday, but can I get your guys' opinion on the Wrestler movie? What'd you guys think about it? I thought it was great.
I love that movie. I love that movie so much. It was a stark departure for Darren Aronofsky.
Yeah, stylistic. Basically,
prior to that, he did what, The Fountain?
He did The Fountain right before that. But his stuff was always very heavily stylized, cinematically, and this one was far more bare bones approach,
like docu-style. Lots of
handheld stuff.
Handheld stuff, yeah. Oh, I thought it was terrific.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. Good character study, and they did, I thought, a pretty good job of capturing the essence of small independent wrestling shows.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Miller, did you guys see Ice Cube's son on Raw? Yeah.
Apparently he was next to, I didn't notice him, but I think I saw his face and was like, he looks familiar.
Yeah.
Because he's literally Ice Cube.
O'Shea.
Yeah.
And Seth Green was there too, yeah. Carlos, who should Josiah Williams rap out to the ring next?
Oh, Keith Lee.
Oh, yeah. They should do a duet because Keith Lee does vocals on his own song.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Bask in his glory.
Bask in his glory.
Bask in his glory.
Limitless. Yeah, Guillaume, check out his the song on his SoundCloud. I have to pin once the Cody Miles thing is done. I gotta. I will give that a little bit of time to breathe. I got to put that Frontonomics song on SoundCloud.
Tim Ferkson says, says Power Rank Dog Breeds, but then also Alex C says, I want vocals over Samoa Joe's theme. That'd be great.
Good too.
Didn't we do Dog Breeds last week? So I said Pug, because I have a pug, and Pug's got tons of character.
All dogs have tons of character, man. That's why they're amazing. Yeah, Gypsy gets to go to the Folsom Pet Resort.
Oh, did you do a walkthrough?
Cost me a fucking arm and a leg.
Did you do a walkthrough?
No, I'm going to go there tomorrow and check it out. But it's got all the best reviews, and it's the priciest one.
Tim, thank you. It's a great shirt. So my brother has the same shirt.
Mason says, my guide dog is a German Shepherd. It attracts way too much attention. Germans are beautiful dogs. I mean, in terms of like the most beautiful breeds, it's like Huskies and Germans. What?
Yeah, Huskies are handsome animals. Did I ever tell you when I was living at the condo, I was out walking Zoe, and someone else was walking their dog, and they had an interesting looking dog, and we started a conversation because they're like, oh, pugs, we love pugs. And their dog was a German Shepherd pug mix.
Oh, my God.
How does that even work?
Oh, that's horrifying.
How does that even work?
What did that sex look like? Terrifying.
That's what I know. That's what I want to know. Because I don't want to know, but I'm curious about because how does that even work? And like it was a smaller German Shepherd with a little bit of a curly tail. And that's why I said, I was like, how does that even work?
Yeah,
and he says,
horrible.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sammy Garcia, Stone Cold Podcast is back today with Tony Khan. Do you think Austin will make an appearance at All Elite?
He can if he wants to. He can.
Yeah.
That dude, he's not going to let Vince bully him around or sign into a freaking deal. Although doesn't he have he has a deal with the USA Network? Doesn't he?
Yeah. Patrick Oliva says, bash or no bash Bret Hart this Sunday during a live stream to send Gypsy to Folsom Dog Hotel.
That's perfect. Man, it is. It's costing me an arm and a leg. Wayne says, send Gypsy to us. I can't. She's half pit. You literally don't let that in your country. They are very strict.
Can you just not disclose that?
When I was there,
Let's say, what kind of dog is it? Mutt.
when I was there, I remember it was like if you try to move to England and you have a dog, they have to be in quarantine for, I swear to God, it was like 6 months.
Yeah.
It was a ridiculously long amount of time. Patrick Sparks. Steve, what other wrestlers can't color inside the lines like Matt Taven? Did I say that?
No, something that was discussed yesterday.
Oh, that's funny. You don't think Matt Taven can color within the lines?
That was something. We were asked who was a better drawer in terms of actual artwork.
Yeah, sure.
And I said, well, I know Jeff Jarrett can't sing, so I'm guessing he's not that artistically inclined. So I'll give the edge to Matt Taven. And I think it might have been B-Man, said he didn't think Matt Taven could color inside the lines. He's just that much of a rebel. He can't be contained.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who else is a fake. Did you see Cass's promo? Are you pulling for Cass now? Sounds like you went through some hard time, baby.
Yeah, no, it's that's rough to hear. So, I want him to be happy and healthy.
I'm curious to see that match with him and Mox.
Yeah. Wang says he exclusively draws outside the lines.
Here's my thing about that. When I was a kid, I won multiple prizes for coloring inside the lines. So I'm going to say go with what makes you money. Color inside the lines.
Yeah, those gift cards.
I had a $5 Albertsons gift card.
Wow.
Do you know how much loot I got with that? I got one GoBot and several items of candy for that one gift certificate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mason.
And then I got second in a coloring contest when I was in Chicksands on the Air Force Base. Guess who got first place with far inferior artwork? The base commander's kid. Little shit
nepotism,
heel.
Huh?
Yeah, man.
Mason, if you had to choose one wrestler to guide you around all day while you were blindfolded, who would you trust and who would be the worst? You know what? Based on the blindfold match, I'm going to say Jake Roberts.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. Who would be the worst?
I feel like Bray Wyatt would try to make a point.
I'm going to go with this. I'm going to say the best would be like Callisto. Or because he's like sort of small like a guide dog.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he wears that mask all the time. So if anybody understands,
well, you should say Sin Cara because Sin Cara's mask, they had to lower the light so you can actually see through it.
There you go. See, there you go. It's good.
Yeah, Baron Corbin would be pretty bad. He just played pranks on you the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. Mason says, my dad has worked at Chicksands. Really? Man. Wait, where do you live? Do you live in like the Bedfordshire area? That's where I was for 4 years, man. That place is the best. Now they do spy work there.
Ooh.
What items of candy did I get? I don't remember.
It was here in the States. It was Albertsons. Was it here in Rancho then?
Oh yeah, it would have been here. Yeah, I don't know what candy I liked at the time.
Brock's candy, Brax, whatever the brand is called.
Alex C. says Mason says his dad worked as Chicksands Steve. He says, no, I live in the Midlands, but my mom and dad are separated, and dad is an Army guy, so he was based there for a while. Did he do top secret spy stuff?
Spy work.
From what I understand, it's an intelligence unit now.
Ooh. Power Rank Pizza Restaurants. Oh, Round Table. No, Giordano's tops, then Round Table.
Mountain Mike's, baby.
Zach asks, what role player should the Lakers sign? He's thinking Patrick Beverly or J.J. Redick. They need shooters. So
Is J.J. Redick any good anymore?
He can still hit a J, I think.
I don't know about Patrick Beverly. I think I like him, but he's kind of a wild card also.
Yeah.
Not sure if you want that on your team. Don't the Lakers already have like their fair share of wild cards?
I think they were all one-year deals, so I think Rondo's free agent, JaVale McGee's free agent. I'm about Lance.
Lance.
I'm about
what
Lance.
a crazy team.
I know. No wonder they didn't make the playoffs.
Shocking they didn't make the playoffs.
They have no guards. Power Rank Seafood. That's such a good idea with Steve got his tummy issues. Does Steve ever bother your tummy?
No, not that I know
It's a
of.
pretty common allergy. So shellfishes.
What WWE wrestler should join the Lakers? Man, have you followed O.J. Simpson on Twitter yet?
No, I'm not going to. Not interested.
No.
I'm sure enough of his posts will be shared on my timeline.
Like
that
all of them?
Yeah, I know that following him, if I even wanted to, would be superfluous.
Yeah. I'll be sure to share all of them with you. I don't follow him either, but I'm sure I'll be followed. I'll be it'll be let known whenever he does.
Mr. Dope says maybe that's why I got banned. I followed OJ.
That could be. Waymaker says, Steve, who should Tottenham sign to bolster their ranks? I know you're a diehard Spurs fan, so you should be all of us. See, here's the thing. I don't claim to be the most knowledgeable. I'm not going to go into something and just automatically
Say messy.
become, be the most knowledgeable person.
Yeah.
You know, I'm into it. I'm learning. I know that my team didn't get blown out by Chelsea in a subpar championship match, so I know that much. This is a great question. Larson, where were you during the OJ chase? I distinctly
I was at home.
I was
my parents' house.
I was in my living room watching the NBA game, and it was pretty fascinating.
Yeah, I remember watching it.
But I just remember being in my living room.
I remember when the trial was going on. Maybe it was the pre-trial motion because it was all televised. I was at my grandparents and visiting them, so we would play in Yahtzee and stuff and have that on the background.
That was 1995, wasn't it? Or 4? 95 or 4?
I feel like 4.
O.J. Simpson
Trial.
Well, let's see. Chase. 94, June 94. Wait. O.J. Simpson Chase. It was 25 years ago yesterday.
Dang.
So what day was the actual murder?
It's been a week or so before that.
Because Alex C said, did he actually set up his Twitter account?
Ooh.
June 12th, slashing death.
Pretty close to it.
That was 6 days ago. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Let's see here, OJ. The real OJ. Oh my God, 722,000 followers. The first thing I want to set straight is the story Pardo, who was not my manager, is talking about me all over the media regarding me and Kris Jenner.
He's going to do videos putting people on blast. When is his first tweet? What's the date of the first tweet?
Doesn't it say join June? Well, it just says June of 2019.
Just go down to his first tweet. What was that video? Scroll up a little bit there.
3 days ago, which would have been on
the 15th.
15th, yeah. Pretty close, though. Pretty close. Didn't he get arrested for trying to rob a casino with an assault rifle or something? Yeah, that's when he actually did time. It
wasn't
memorabilia.
robbing a casino. It was memorabilia that he said someone had stolen from him or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, worst tweet of the weekend: OJ or Bill Cosby? Bill Cosby's wife running his Twitter account saying, "Hey, it's America's dad here. We should celebrate family values."
Oh my goodness, that one was worse.
It's pretty bad.
It was awful.
It's all bad. Oh no! I didn't know Norm Macdonald responded to OJ.
Oh goodness!
Oh man, I love Norm Macdonald, man. There he is. He said this is gonna be the coolest things ever. Oh, here we go. Back in the 90s, I used to rib my pal, the real OJ, on TV. And now, we are here in Vegas. I've never golfed with the juice. It might be fun. Hey, OJ, it's Norm. Listen, be careful about the videos you put out there. I recognize the golf course behind your house. I know that exact street and could easily print your address. Of course, I never would, but others would. Be careful, Juice. That's hilarious.
My goodness.
Norm's one of my favorites.
Oh,
anyways, thanks, everybody. We appreciate it. Talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Where's the end stream?